Welcome along to part 11 with me, the Gobby Gaffer, managing a South American team in the Premier League in England. And yes, I've used Creator Club. It's just a bit of fun while we're waiting for the eagerly anticipated Football Manager 2025. And this is the console version. Last two games of the season today, and I think we're going to get stuck straight in. No waffling. I've made a signing, by the way, but yeah, let's get stuck straight in. And yes, we're still Jekyll and Hyde. So after those two great wins in the last episode, we then played Villa and Liverpool, lost them both. I'm not going to read all the scores out. It's not that important this season. We had a nice win against Fulham, and again another nice win against Crystal Palace. But one of our bogey teams from last season, Southampton, in the last game at home, we should have battered them. It was a 0-0. Today we've got the last two games of the season. We're playing Burnley away and Brighton at home. League table's looking very, very nice indeed. There was a little stage there where I did think we might get into the Conference League for next season, the European Conference League, but it wasn't to be. And those three teams that are in there, City, Notts Forest and United, well, they basically claimed those spots for themselves. And City have actually sacked Pep Guardiola and brought a new manager in. So obviously, well, they're not going to be happy with playing in the Conference League, are they? And as I said in the last episode, I did think it was prudent to spend that £6.5 million that I had, because obviously, as we all know, when the budgets come out, that kind of gets wiped out and you just get given a figure. So I thought, no, I'll spend it and then hopefully they'll still give me the same budget. But anyway, we signed a goalkeeper, a 27-year-old Lucas Perry. I have noticed that my goalkeeper, he's probably not playing as well as he could do. He makes some great saves, but he also makes some howlers. So when he was scouted, this lad, Lucas Perry, he basically came through as a 4-star keeper. Now I've signed him. Obviously, he doesn't come in until June. But now I've signed him, he's dropped to a 3.5-star, wouldn't you know? Just looking at a comparison there between him and Mateus, and he is very slightly better. Rushing out tendency, Mateus has got a 17, Perry has only got an 8. In the match engine, I'm not quite sure how important that is. Eccentricity, I'm not too bothered about. But Perry, punching tendency of 18. And his stats are, they're not amazingly better than Mateus, but they are better. And, well, let's hope he turns out to be a great keeper. But then again, who knows? Depending on the budget, he might be my second keeper. Mateus and Diego might drop down the pecking order, may even get sold. And I might go and sign an even better keeper. Who knows? Finance is still looking very, very nice, just under 28 million in the bank. So I'm guessing I probably will get a fairly healthy budget, transfer budget and wage budget for next season. The wage budget, I have been moving money into it in anticipation for the budgets coming out. So I've now got 1.25 million in there. It's still like bottom of the table, if you will, in the Premier League. I think Manchester City have the best wage budget, about 6.5 million. So we're way off the pace there. But finance is looking very, very nice, and I'm quite happy with the way that that's all looking. Okay, back to these last two games of the season, and well, I think whatever happens in these two games, we will have a middle of the table, finish, which is absolutely brilliant. I've exceeded the board's expectations already, which is great. Feather in my cap, and I've already got a new shiny contract there. But I'd like to go into our second term in the Premier League with a bit of momentum. 2 wins in these games would be absolutely brilliant. And let's do some signings in the summer. Are you listening, board? A nice healthy transfer budget would be amazing. And let's see if we can push next season for some European football of some flavour. And let's try and move this South American team on. Anyway, we've got a little matter of a game against Burnley now. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so we've been doing a little bit of like-for-like swapping. Vera and Arthur in midfield, they tend to rotate in that position. Almada and who is it? What's his name? Carboni tend to rotate in there. But the team is Mateus in goal. Back four of Villa, Patrick, Ceara and Arthur. The two in midfield are Perrone and Vera. We have two wingers, Farias and the young wonder kid Duet. And Almada is going to play just behind Pedro up front. And the striking position this season has been a bit of a worry. Pedro, very, very, experienced striker, has not been scoring. Domina, again, a young kid, and has got some great potential, not scoring. Marcus Leonardo we brought in thinking, right, okay, we've got a really established and experienced striker here, not scoring. So I think the leading goal scorer with only 8 goals has been Farias. So something we need to work on for next season. Okay, playing in all white today, and this is our third kit. So Burnley on the attack in the 4th, nearly 5th minute. We need to try and repel this if we can. And Mateus there picks a ball nicely out of the air, and an early touch for Mateus. So 14th placed Burnley, I think, have got themselves away from the relegation area now. I think they're fairly safe, and we do have a highlight. So Ceara at the back to Pedro, Pedro to Perrone. Nice little ball to Almada. Almada there had 4 players round in, sensibly gets rid of the ball, and that's a very, very poor cross in. And Burnley do come away with it now. A counter-attack. Can we win that ball? Yes, we can. Very, very strong defensive work there. Do it now on that side. Can we get a better crossing this time? And, oh my word, Vera just gives the ball away. And that is not great. And we've been doing an awful lot of this. I'm not sure what the match engine is trying to tell me. There's always a message in there, isn't there, that, things happen for a reason. And my word, was that a worldie. So Mukhtar there puts the ball in the back of the net. And, I mean, to be honest, this is pretty this is the way it works for our team. We normally go 1-0 down. We go 1-0 down virtually in every game that we play. So I'm not sure what that tells me. Are we not switched on at the kickoff? I don't know. 14 minutes on the clock and we're 1-0 down. And it's all Burnley. So Burnley obviously have got a bit of momentum. They've got themselves out of that relegation area. So they do have a little bit of momentum. And another very, very, very poor ball there. Ahmad now coming forward. That's going to be... Oh, he's missed it. He's put it to... So we get away with it there. We're going to have to sort ourselves out in this game. It's not good enough. And an injury. 18 minutes on the clock. An injury to Farias. So Vargas is going to have to come on. And, well, we're not playing well in this game. And getting injuries as well, it kind of rubs salt into the wounds. Okay, we've had absolutely nothing of this game at the moment. The stats are massively in Burnley's favour. We do get a long throw. Can we put that in the back of the net? Yes, we can. Pedro absolutely hammered that like it was the last shot he was ever going to do in his life. And that went into the net like an absolute rocket. My word, did he make sure that went in the goal. And these long throws... We are working on them in training, but Gordon Bennett, a left-footed strike from Pedro, and we're back to 1-1. So a hoof out from Mateus there. We are meant to be rolling the ball out to the centre-backs and the full-backs. But he started doing that an awful lot. A ball out to the full-back with his feet instead of his hands. But you know what? If it creates a goal, I'm not bothered. Come on, Vera, Duet. No, and that, lucky again. So we hit somebody's ankles once again there. Burnley now with the ball. Oh, no highlight apparently. Okay, here we go again. Another long throw, and Pere is our long throw specialist. That's kind of what I brought him in for. I'm trying to sign players. Oh, we've hit the crossbar. I'm trying to sign players who are... good star rating, technically good, but also are good at free kicks, good at long throws, because in the match engine they tend to work really well, particularly the long throws. So we've got a long throw merchant now, and we've already seen that come off for us once. Can we do it again? Mateus, get your Oh my word. So we're 2-1 down on the half-hour mark, and I think Mateus should have got to that one. He had plenty of time to anticipate what was going to happen there. Very, very, very poor that. Let me just have a look at it again. Maybe I'm being a bit disingenuous to him. But that ball there, there was, oh yeah, absolutely awful goalkeeping. Rooted to his spot, decided to dive at the last second. Shocking. Almada now, we have seen him actually put a ball in the back of the net from a free kick. I think it's the only one we've scored in the whole of this save. Vargas now gonna, I was gonna say throw a ball in. It's, oh, actually, Trafford picked that one up very, very easily. Big hoof out. Come on, lads, win that at the back. That's it. Come on, just play it to feet now. Find a white shirt. Let's just build up an attack nicely. Let's not give the ball away. That is beautiful. And Almada wants his wages stopping for missing that one. That could have got us 2-2. Back to Burnley again. Another corner. And can we win that one? Jewett there chips the ball forward. I don't think he realised there's nobody further forward than him. Mukhtar now. And Burnley are, to be honest, they're running right here. They're obviously enjoying themselves today. I think they are safe from relegation. So they're just giving the fans, probably the last home game of the season, they're giving the fans a little bit of a display. And we're just not in this game at all. And we've hit the frame of the goal again. So again, that's messages from the match engine. Not quite sure what it means. But we have actually come back into the game now, though. 7 shots, 4 on target, an XG of 1.32. But we are still losing. And this wish of mine to win these last 2 games and get a bit of momentum, at this moment in time, is not coming right, is it? And Mateus there doesn't need to make a save on that one. Okay, Ceara again with another long throw, and he runs back and then takes a few strides. Patrick plays the ball back to him, and Ceara now slides the ball, and that's an absolutely beautiful goal from Fausto Vera. And he's coming today in place of Arthur. We have 2 very, very good midfield players there playing that DLP role. At the moment, things are not clicking, and we are giving the ball away an awful lot. We're conceding goals, and like I say, I feel like the match engine is trying to tell me something. Not quite sure what it is, but with an XG of twice what Burnley's is, it's 2-2. And just as we go into half time, do we have to change him? Because that's 2 of my... you know what? We're going to ignore that. Because that's 2 of my sub breaks gone. And we are right near half time. Come on, blow your whistle, ref. Right, we're going to say pleased. I'm not going to do disappointed. I've given them quite a lot of that recently. Okay, so Villa, yeah, we can bring Candido on if he's on the bench. Is he on the bench? Yes, he is. We have quite a few injuries at the moment. I'm not really up to speed who is injured. What can we do in this game to affect something a little bit better than we're doing? Shall we bring a little bit of experience on the wing? I think we'll bring Sule on the wing. Let's give that a go. I mean, Carboni for Almada as shadow striker. Let's make a few changes. Let's try and switch it up a little bit. In fact, let's just make 1 or 2 changes. Standard defensive line. Let's move that up. Sometimes you just need to try and work against the AI. Let's go with that. We're just making 1 or 2 little changes. Sometime moving the line up or moving the line down. It works. I don't know. It just, I don't think it confuses the AI, but it gives the AI something a little bit different to work with. Vargas now does win that ball there. Hoof out from their keeper, and well, we're on a bit of a counter-attack. Come on, lads, keep the tempo up. Candido now, fresh legs down that side. Slides the ball back to Peroni, though. So playing a little bit negatively here, but maybe there's a method in the madness. No, it's just madness. And we give the ball away, and that's changed the game completely, or changed this move completely. We were on the attack, we went a bit negative, gave the ball away, and now Burnley, are they going to get their third goal? And that skims the top of the crossbar. Okay, once again, Burnley, and the game is definitely wanting to give Burnley something out of this game. We're getting absolutely nothing. All the 50-50s are going Burnley's way. All the knockdowns are going Burnley's way. And it's all Burnley at the moment. Even though we have another header there. So we're just not covering this. The referee is going to go to VAR for this one. But I think it will be allowed. And it has been allowed. And once again, in a game, we've conceded 3 goals. And very, very poor again there. Mateus saw that ball coming in. He knew it was going to be a header. Why did he not dive a bit earlier? I mean, poor. Okay, 60 minutes on the clock. Made my last subs now. I've switched Pedro and Carboni. Carboni's gone up top now. Pedro is going to play shadow striker. And Arthur has come on as the playmaker. This game's looking a bit dead and gone, if I'm honest. If we come back and win this game, I think it'll be a bit of a miracle. Things need to be sorted out a little bit better for next season. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a reputation bump for next season, and that might help us out a little bit. Okay, another hoof out there from our goalkeeper, and he seems to be defying the way that we play at the moment. I know they've got high press on, but I've never really seen him kick the ball out to the fullback like that before. Okay, Arthur has come on. Lovely little ball there through to Sule. And that looks to me like that could be a penalty. I think it might be outside the area. And I think the game will probably err on the side of caution. I mean, Sule, I've changed him from a winger to an inside forward. I've told him to be a bit more dynamic. Penalty has been awarded, so we could get back 3-3. I'm not changing anything. Candido can take that one. So this is going to be left-footed. And can we get back 3-3 in this game? Yes, we can. Like I say, I've changed Sule's position a little bit. Both wingers now playing as inside forwards. And they've got the instruction to shoot on sight. So I think it's something that we need to be doing a little bit more. But a nicely taken penalty. Okay, nothing to lose in this game now. I've gone very attacking. We've got an XG of 2.55. It's about 3 times what Burnley's is. But there you go. That's the match engine for you. And what's going on here? I mean, what? Come on! Yeah, and that was always going to happen, wasn't it? We've conceded 4 goals in a game, but the buffoonery that goes on in the match engine is just unbelievable. You know, we just weren't allowed to clear our lines there. It was hitting... Look. The run of the ball that Burnley got there was just unbelievable. I mean, a lot of the games that I've played off camera, we've hit the crossbar 3 times in a game. We've hit the post 3 times in a game. I mean, it's just bonkers. And we're going to lose this game now through buffoonery. And it's really frustrating. Sule swings that in. It's in the back of the net. And Mateus. You couldn't write this, could you? Mateus has come up for the corner in the 90th minute. And my word, what a header that was. Maybe I'm playing him in the wrong position. Maybe I should be playing him as centre forward. What a header from Mateus. Well, I don't think I've ever seen that. That's never happened to me before, that. My goalkeeper comes up for the final corner of the game and scores the equaliser. The disappointing thing is we've let 4 goals in again. Positives out of the game. Okay, we got a point. I am going to give them a pleased. I've given them a disappointed and angry too much, I think. So we are going to go pleased. And with that, we stay in 10th place. Everybody's played 37 games. Well, very nearly. Southampton are a game behind us. We've got 48 points, as you can see, well off any European places. But the last game of the season is Brighton. It's at home, and well, they're just one place ahead of us on goal difference. So in front of our own fans, can we sign off for the season, our first season in the Premier League? Very successful, might I add. Been a bit frustrating. I mean, that last game was a perfect example of how frustrating the season has been. But yeah, it's a home game against Brighton, and we're going to sign off our first season in the Premier League. We'll see you shortly. Okay, the game against Brighton. Now, I made one or two changes, so I'm just trying one or two things out now. We did have that, I don't know whether you noticed, but we did have that dotted line between the two centre-backs. And that means, for any new players, that means that those players don't play particularly well together and in those positions. Maybe that's why we're conceding. I don't know. I mean, I'm blaming my goalkeeper, but then again, you know, the centre-back should be getting up and clearing that away. You know, a goalkeeper is only as good as the people in front of him, isn't he, sometimes? So, I brought a Giannoli in today. He's not the greatest centre-back. He's 6'6", though. So, I mean, hopefully he can do a job at the back, but actually do a job at the front as well. Because we don't want to be relying on Mateus, our goalkeeper, to score goals for us. That's not what goalkeepers are for. Well, that's not what I was taught anyway. Yeah, Mateus going up for the last corner of the game. Okay, it got us a point, but we want to rely on our strikers, don't we? So Mateus in goal, back for Avia, Giannoli, Ceara and Arthur. I've tried to tighten up the midfield. So Perrone is going to play as a deep-lying playmaker, which I think is the first time he's played that role. Alexander, the young kid, is next to him as a ball-winning midfield player. And the other Arthur is coming in central midfield just to hopefully link everything together. The two wingers, in fact, the front three have been changed. Vargas and Sule on the wings. And Marcus Leonardo, I mean, my word, do we need some goals from him? Do we need him to find... I mean, it's a bit late now, isn't it, for this season? But I'd like to get him motoring for next season, because we need a striker who can score 20 goals a season, don't we? And at the moment, we just don't have it. Okay, Brighton, a very, very good side. We do have to be very wary, but we do get a highlight. Only a minute on the clock. And we've conceded in quite a few games this season, very early on. It would be very nice if we could get the first goal. But a ball into the box there, finds nobody. Arthur pings the ball back to Avia. Avia, ball into the box. Oh, and I'm just going to say then, the number of times this season I've just been about to say, and the ball hits the back of the net. And there's a pattern there, isn't there? Because the ball didn't hit the back of the net. The goalkeeper made an absolutely terrific save, which is something that Mateus is capable of, but he's also capable of some buffoonery. And there again, another strike that hits somebody's ankles and bounces out. Instead of going between the two white sticks, we need a bit of the rub of the green, and we're not getting it at the moment. Maybe a reputation bump next season will help us in that regard. And of course, another strike there. That was heading for the top corner. Mateus would have let that one in. Their keeper saves it. 10 minutes on the clock. Brighton have a throw-in in their own half. And are they going to be allowed to play this ball out? No, they're not, because Ceara at the back gets a nice header in, which he's not been doing for the goals we've been conceding. But this time he does get his head on the ball. Giannoli now, 6'6" centre-back. Big lad. Avia plays a lovely ball to Vargas. That goes to Marcus Leonardo. He decides to tap it back instead of spinning. Come on now, the two Arthurs there are playing the ball between each other. Very confusing this. It's Arthur to Arthur. Marcus Leonardo hits the post. And there we go again. It's the same old story. At the moment, the number of games that we played off camera and have been sat there saying time after time after time, we are not allowed to score a goal. We keep getting really, really good chances and they just will not hit the back of the net. Sule, a ball forward to Marcus Leonardo. Marcus Leonardo, what's he going to do with this? And unfortunately, that one gets picked out by the Brighton player. Yao Pedro there has broken the... Oh, Mateus makes a good save for a change. Very, very good save. Maybe he knows I'm signing a new keeper in the summer. Okay, Marcus Leonardo's on a 6.7, which for my strikers is a very good rating. And the ball's in the back of the net for Brighton. And we're 1-0 down again. Yeah, my strikers, every single game, it doesn't matter who's up top. Pedro, Demina, Marcus Leonardo, they're always on a 6.3, 6.4. So I don't know whether that's them having a bad game or they're not getting supplied. I don't know. But there's a perfect example there. How many chances have we had in the game up to now? And the ball will not hit the back of the net. And as soon as Brighton get a chance, it's in the back of the net. Of course, Brighton have got the reputation bump, haven't they, that hopefully we will get next season. And it's Brighton on the attack again. Ball played out. Gianola there makes a humongous mistake. And all of a sudden, we're going to go in at the half-time break, 2-0 down, when Brighton have done absolutely nothing in this game. So, playing it tight, keeping it nice and compact in midfield. I mean, to be fair, you can't really, you can't legislate for that kind of mistake, can you? Awful. Well, we are going to go angry, and to be honest, Gianola can come off. Not happy with that at all. Have I got anybody in the bench that I can replace him with? Hopefully I've got a centre-back. Yes, I have. Anderson Jesus can come on. So that plan didn't work, did it? Clearly. Let's bring Jewett on, I think. We're going to play him a little bit inside, and Almada can come on, and we're going to play him a little bit inside as well. So one of these can play as a shadow striker. Let's just see now. Jewett can play as a shadow striker, and Almada can play as the attacking player. I mean, we need 3 goals in this game now to win, and I don't think that's going to happen. These 2 games are just not panning out as I thought they would. I hope we'd see it on camera, some really nice football. But then again, off camera, I've not really been seeing it either. It's been a little bit frustrating, if I'm honest. I keep talking about this reputation bump. Hopefully we get it. Absolutely nothing happening in this half now. Even though I've made some changes, nothing happening in this half. Mateus does pick that ball out of the air. Come on, lads. Can we do something? Anything? This is not the end of the season that I wanted. Last home game of the season, and we're looking absolute shambles. Alexander plays the ball to Anderson. Anderson now to Avia. Anderson Jesus. Playing little triangles at the back. We need to be playing those triangles a little bit further up the pitch. Almada, lovely ball to Marcus Leonardo. He's not going to hit the back of the net from there. But Jewett is. And Jewett scores an absolutely beautiful goal. He scored a wonder goal, and was it the last episode or the one before? Or was it off camera? I think it was off camera, wasn't it? And I did show it. But he's got some future, this young kid, Jewett. We just, at the moment, we've got quite a few really good young kids. I've got my eye on a few really good young kids to come in. And at the moment, they're a little bit too young for the Premier League. It's a shame we're not 3 or 4 years in the future, because we would have a very, very good side. What we're saying here? Let's have a quick look at this now. So it's saying that, where are we now? Perone is very tired. Okay, have we got... we've not actually got him on the bench, have we? That's not great. Okay, we'll bring Vera on then, and we'll move him a little bit further forward. I mean, we do need 2 goals, don't we? So let's try that. See how that goes. Should we make any more changes? You know what? I think we will. We'll put... Can I make another change? Yes, I can. And we'll put Candido on attacking duty. Let's do that. So he can bomb up and down that side. And, of course, straight away, this, Football Manager is just... It's out to kill you all the time, isn't it? So we've got Almada, who looks like he's picked up a nasty injury. Dewar is injured as well. I mean, what are you meant to do? You click the button and you're at the mercy of the AI. I don't think I can make any more subs. I don't think so. Can we bring Carboni on for him? Have I got another sub? No, I can't. Okay, so... Okay, we're just going to have to play on then, aren't we? There's not a lot I can do. So we're not going to get that goal back now, not playing with 10 men. And Brighton now are just going to... They're just going to twist the knife a little bit more, aren't they? Ball played out there to nobody. We had nobody up there. Obviously, 10 men. We're bringing everybody back for corners and whatever. So Brighton now are probably going to run out at least 2-1 winners in this game. So the last 2 games, we could have had 6 points. Lovely send-off to the season. It looks like we're going to end up with 1. Not happy, really. Not happy. But not helped by the AI, let's put it that way. Certainly not helped by the AI. Anderson Jesus there. Plays the ball out. Marcus Leonardo doesn't move for that one at all. And it's all Brighton now. It's going to be, isn't it? Adingra slides the ball in. They've hit the post. And we're just pinging the ball out now. Anywhere will do. Anywhere will do. We need a goal, lads. Can we get a point out of the game? You're going to need to find a blue shirt. You know, these balls out of the penalty area that are just not finding anyone. And Jewett there. Jewett heads the ball into dead space. I'm not sure what that highlight was all about, really, other than just showing us up for being complete and utter incompetent players, because every time we got the ball in the penalty area, we just hoofed it. Jewett there with the ball headed forward to nobody. Chest it down. Play the ball. Play football. That's what it's all about. Brighton just finishing the game off now. Lovely ball forward. Anderson Jesus. Are we going to get an equaliser? 10 men. It's very doubtful. Arthur down this right hand side. An injured Jewett. He's going to run into trouble there. Plays the ball back to Arthur sensibly. Arthur, you need to get the ball in the box, mate. Ball in the box. Can Leonardo? Yes! Marcus Leonardo! 7th goal of the season. He's our main striker, by the way. But a nice header there and a lovely ball in. And I think we are going to go to our defensive tactic now. But this was very, very nice. Arthur, lovely ball over. Leonardo had 2 on him, but he still heads it in. Okay, 5 minutes of time added on. We've got 4 of those to play, and we've just gone into our low block holding pattern now. Can we get a point out of this game? We should not be fighting for points like this at the end of the season. We're a very good team. And the game does finish 2-2. Not ideal. We are going to have to sign some players, I feel, to start off our 2nd season in the Premier League. What we're going to say to the lads, pleased, I'm saying disappointed. We're not pleased with that at all. With those 2 last... I've been looking at the league fixtures thinking, right, when am I going to come back? I wasn't even going to come back because I thought, well, you know, it's middle of the table. Let's just do a transfer window and come back. I thought, no. We'll play those last 2 games of the season. We should see some nice football. We should see some goals. And in the end, we concede 6 goals. Conceding 6 goals in 2 games, it's a recipe for disaster. But let's not be too downhearted. A 10th position finish in the Premier League. 38 games played, 49 points. Well off the pace for a European place, but we've done all right, haven't we? And Leicester, Bournemouth and Palace all relegated. Southampton clung on to a place there by the skin of the teeth, as did Fulham. But we've done very, very well in our first season. Okay, well, not the 6-point episode that I wanted, but, well, 2 points. Okay, it didn't really make a lot of difference in the long run. We were 10th at the beginning of the episode. We finished 10th at the end of the episode. We finished the season in 10th place. And the board are highly delighted. And I suppose I should be as well. Yes, I am. But just a little bit frustrating. I mean, again, that game illustrated there how the AI can be very, very cruel in this game. you know, I mean, just injuring players in game, just one after the other. You know, you go down to 10 men, no fault of your own. I mean, what are you meant to do against that? You press the button and, well, I'm doing it again. I'm meant to be creating happy stories, don't you know? Happy, fluffy stories. That's what we all like to see. Football Manager makes it very, very difficult. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and I am very excited for next season. I hope you are as well. If you're new around here, please subscribe. Please give me a like. Please comment down below. Join Alex and Trev down in the comments. Yep, do all of that for me. It helps the channel on. I'd like to see 500 subscribers by Christmas. I don't think we'll get there. It's creeping up, but very, very slowly. So like I say, hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and well, stay tuned for the next episode where we'll have had the transfer window and hopefully bring in some shiny new faces that will help us to make an assault on the European places for next season. We ain't going to win the league, but Conference, Europa League, that would be very, very nice, and it would be a step up and challenge this South American team playing in the Premier League. We'll see you very shortly.